What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's gonna be like a rapid fire, quick get to know me, and then a deep dive into prep. Rapid fire question, because I realized on my Instagram I haven't done like a Q&A in a while, so Rocket's nose is probably sniffing in that mic. So let's just start off the beginning. What's my name? Taylor. I go by LITTLET Fitness on Instagram. The amount of people who say Tina, Trish, Tiffany, like no, Taylor, and it's in my bio. Taylor is my first name, and I go by LITTLET Fitness because when I was younger at my gym, there was another girl named Taylor, and I was just Little Taylor. So that's where it comes from. That's the origin of my Instagram name and my name. I am 29 years old. A lot of people think I'm like 21, 23 because I'm youthful. However, I am 29, approaching 30. January 14th is when I turn 30, so that's also my birthday. I am a Capricorn for anyone who cares. But on that note as well, birthday, made up. It's not real. You know why? Because we're adopted. Fun fact. So a lot of people don't know that about me who's just like recently joined my channel because I don't really talk about it too often, mainly because I'm so well adjusted in my like adopted life that I sometimes honestly forget. So I was adopted when I was 16 months from China. My parents brought me back to Canada, raised my entire life in Toronto area, north of Toronto, Aurora, Newmarket, so like kind of far actually. But I've basically been here forever. I don't see myself moving away from home, maybe becoming a snowbird and eventually moving to places like Arizona, like I've mentioned before. But literally love Canada. All my friends, family, support system are here, plus my dog's here. And to get my dog somewhere other than Canada would be a mission that I'm just not really ready for. So that's that. In terms of education and how I got into fitness, I was a kinesiology student at Wilfrid Laurier University, and I'm a proud Golden Hawk. Anyone who's not a Golden Hawk, sorry, your university is less than mine. I preach being a Golden Hawk, okay? Love it. And from kinesiology, I entered into the strength and conditioning program. I was a mentee. So I was a mentee back then. Really loved fitness, loved helping people. That's how I got into personal training. So when I graduated with my kinesiology degree, I became a personal trainer at LA Fitness. Was there for about a year and a half and then decided to go out on my own. And within that time span is also when I started my content and LITTLET Fitness was born. So that was around 2017. And I basically just posted every single day for myself, keeping myself accountable. And then eventually it just grew over COVID, 2019, 2020, 21. Oh my God, that's so long ago. Oh my God, that's so long ago. It's 2025. Stop, look at this. This is so cute. Anyway, so I've literally grown my account from 2017 to now, which is basically like 8 years if my math is correct, which is crazy. And I've always started with the same content, push-ups, flips, mobility, backflips, all that fun stuff. I love doing challenges. I love taking things that I've seen on the internet and either putting my own twist on it or like creating new different combos. So that's my background in, you know, content creation. Now what I do for a living, it used to be like 90% training, 10% content, but now it's reversed, 90%, 10%. I take on like very few online clients and very few in person. I keep it in my schedule because I truly love it, but because I want to be able to give the best service to people, I don't take on as much hours as I used to. And that's pretty much you need to know about me. I think that's it. I have a dog, Rocket. He's my soul dog. Like, if you could bottle me into an animal, it would be Rocket, which is probably why we get along so well and also why I have to fight for my life every single time that I have to, you know, deal with him and live with him because he's a lot. Things that I want to get done in my next little bit, I'll just cover that because I know it's always a question as well. Oh no, how tall am I? 5 foot, nothing, okay? People seem to think that I'm like 5'4" because I film at a downward angle to make me look tall. But I'm 5 foot, little T for a reason. And also I'm 100 right now because I'm in prep. I'm 102 pounds. Usually I'm 110. But that's my quick fire get to know me. Now we're gonna deep dive into prep stuff. So if you don't care about prep, you can just turn off the video, but I would hope that you would stay because I think they're good questions. So first question is, how am I feeling this year compared to 2023, 2024, 2025? The way I can put it is 2023, I came into bodybuilding like a newborn baby. So naive, so new, so scared, like Bambi, okay? 2024, nervous breakdown, okay? Think of like that, what is that animal? Not animal, but that character from Inside Out, the anxious one. The orange one. That was me all 2024. So that was my mood. And then now in 2025, we're just happy. We're just happy to be here, okay? This year, I feel like my mood went from like, oh my God, I'm so scared to, oh my God, I'm so scared and I'm nervous to just like, I know what I'm doing. I feel good and I feel confident going into this year, which is a really nice mood shift. And I feel like last year, 90% of my prep was spent crying and breaking down and crashing out every single day. This year, we're doing a lot better. We've only crashed out like a couple times. Small wins, okay? And crashing out for like good reason. It's like on my 4th low day and someone says something that just like triggers me and I'm like, I'm gonna crash out. So overall doing well. How's my progress been since 2023, 2024, 25? We keep on going up. I feel like my body, for sure, if you look at pictures of me, and I'll put them up here somewhere on the screen, 2023, 2024, 2025 Taylor, where I am sitting right now is close to where I was sitting last year around showtime. And so I think in terms of leanness, in terms of shape, and just conditioning, we're in a much better place this year. Routine-wise, same thing. I feel like each year I try to bring something different, and this year especially, because that's what the judges are looking for. My 2023, 2024 routine were relatively similar in terms of vibes. This year, we're going for more like musicality. It's gonna be, there's gonna be a prop, so something I'm gonna be like on, and overall, like my costume looks different. The vibe is completely different, so I'm hoping that everybody likes it. We're gonna figure that out at Phoenix, September 13th. That'll be the first time everyone sees my routine, and I'm really hoping that people like it because I've enjoyed the process of creating it, practicing it, and everything like that. I feel like last year I hated my routine. Not hated it, I hated it because there was so much mental doubt in my mind that I wasn't gonna be good enough, and that's why I hated it. This year I feel confident, like no, like my skills are good, I'm strong, it's powerful, it's dynamic, it's entertaining, and so that's why I also like doing it. And I think as well as like I'm focused on what I like selfishly, and I think that's the most important thing, because if you have fun doing what you're doing, it's gonna show up on stage and people will have fun watching you have fun. That's how social media works, that's how performances work, it's just how life works. Why did I get into bodybuilding? 2019, I got into bodybuilding because of an Instagram giveaway, because I never win anything, and I was like, F it, why not? I'm just gonna do it. 2023, I got into bodybuilding because I just realized that I had spent a good amount of time in fitness and I wasn't really seeing my true potential, I guess. And so to put myself in a high competitive scenario again is something that I missed, and bodybuilding fitness seemed like the perfect thing. It combined the gym that I love and strength training, and then it combined my athletic flipping, like everything like that. But then it had this new component of like diet and discipline and routine that I had never touched before. And so that's why I got into it, because as an athlete who loves movement and competitiveness, there wasn't really a space for me to compete. I'm not gonna go to the Olympics. I'm not gonna become like a world-class cheerleader or dancer or whatever, but I can take all those skill sets and put it into the fitness category and see where I can make it. And so far so good. We've come second and third, and this year hoping to complete the set to get that first place. One, because I'm like a little bit OCD and I kind of just want it that way, but like two, I'm also competitive. In terms of what are my goals for this season, numero uno goal is to step on that stage and not cry. And if I do cry, it's because of happiness, okay? Last year I stepped off stage and was really, really sad. If you look back at the footage, it still makes me sad to even look at, because I'm like, wow, that girl was so sad. But my goal this year is to step off stage and be proud of my routine and just embrace the entire journey for what it is from 2023 till now, because I think seeing that growth is gonna be really good. And then overall, my goal for the season is just to show a big improvement in my body. I feel like working with Sylv and Antoine for like now 2 off seasons, working with Jody now for 3 seasons. How is my routine different from this year to previous years? Music is different. Vibe is different. Costume is different. And movements are different. Obviously, you're gonna see the same things, like your push-ups, your handstands, your whatever, but I have tried to incorporate a couple different new small things just to kind of give it a different vibe overall. So again, hopefully people like it and enjoy it and appreciate it. And if they don't, I know I do, and that'll be enough for me as well. So that's kind of what's different about my routine. Struggles I've had this year versus previous years. The stupid prop in my routine, okay? This prop did make me crash out 3 or 4 different times, okay? Because I needed a prop. I'm gonna just say what it is, because I don't really care. People have seen it in my stories. It's a chair, and I flip off of it, and I don't want to be on stage, flip off the chair, have the chair like crumble or move underneath me. So I needed it relatively heavy. That got miscommunicated somehow in the design process and was made an 85-pound chair, okay? I compete at 100 pounds, 102 pounds. Lugging around 85% of my body weight is just an injury waiting to happen. And so when that chair came in, I immediately messaged it and was like, no bueno, we're gonna have to make a new one. And so then we made a new one. New one is lighter. It's like 45, 50 pounds, still a decent amount of weight. It doesn't collapse as compact as the other one, which is kind of disappointing, so it's gonna be harder to travel with, so that's another crash out journey down the road that we're gonna face. But what had happened is a chair is supposed to like sturdy. That's the whole point of it, right? When I put a little bit of weight on the back of the chair, boom, the entire thing bottomed out, okay? And I was like, cool. It's a death contraption. I'm gonna die on it. And so that caused me to crash out severely, because I was like, not only can I can't use my heavy chair because I can't fly with it, and I can't use this chair because I'm gonna die on it. So what's Girly Pop gonna do? Do I just re-choreograph the entire thing the next 3 weeks? Because that's exactly what I had to do. No, thankfully we fixed it. So in terms of stressors, the chair was the biggest thing, and I think it's something that like I've never had before, because I've never had a prop before. Other than that, my life has been fine and dandy, okay? I've had a great support system. My dog, my friends, my family, like everything has been great. I've been able to balance out life a lot better this season. I spend more time outside, vitamin D, getting me like tan and happy during the summer. So I think other than the chair, this prep has been relatively like, I would say 90% happy, 95% happy if I'm being honest. So note to self, would I do a prop in the future? Probably not. I've been traumatized. I'm just gonna go body weight or have something like a blanket, something easy, okay? Don't make a prop, it's a lot. What are things that become easier with the more years that I do prep? Being social, okay? 2023, I was not social. Look how cute he is, that's so cute. Anyways, 2023, not social at all. I also just got rocked in 2023. Bad decision, bad timing, it was really stressful. But I basically isolated myself so much in 2023 that I think it did make the process more stressful and more lonely. 2024, isolated myself even more because I was so anxiety driven and miserable. I think the more years you do bodybuilding, the more like little life hacks that you gain and you're able to make things a lot better. So I'm able to pack my meals a lot faster now for days out and I'm able to prepare. So instead of only packing one meal, I'm like, I'm gonna pack 3. Because worst case scenario, I just have more food to eat when I'm out than I need to versus before, I'd only pack 1, I get hangry and everyone would be miserable and it would just be not a good time. Same thing with packing for trips. It used to take me like 2 hours to like double check everything, make sure I have everything. Now it's so second nature, I can pack everything so quick and it's easy. And I'm also able to better schedule my mornings around prep. Like I have my morning routine, I love it. It's like I come out, I give Rocket his attention, and then I do my morning greens, my fat burner, go downstairs to my cardio, come back upstairs, love Rocket because he's so cute, and then get on with my day. Whereas before I just was so unfamiliar with a morning routine because I never had one. It was like stressful. I'd be like, oh my God, I woke up late, what am I gonna do? Like last minute. Whereas now I'm very organized. So I do like routine. And I think working out's easier. Now that I understand how to work out, thanks to Antoine Silv and Jody and working with them, my workouts are just so much more productive. So like before I would work out and I wouldn't really see the density, the results and stuff like that. But like now I'm like working out purposefully with better techniques. So I feel like everything is more aligned the further I go into prep. That being said, I still have so much more to learn and I am excited to keep learning. But I do think from like 2023 to 2025, I'm like, okay, I kind of feel like I'm a pro now. 2023, I didn't feel like a pro. I was like, I'm a pro bodybuilder, but I'm like, I'm here. Whereas like now I'm like, yeah, I can give advice, I can understand, and I feel like I belong, which is another thing, another reason why I think I'm also in a better headspace this year. I think the other years I was trying to prove like I belonged. This year I feel like I actually do, which is fun. 3 pieces of advice I'd give to someone getting into bodybuilding. Number 1, bodybuild for yourself. Have a deeper reason than winning, because like I said, you're gonna lose more than you're gonna win. Because if you're doing it just for like external gratification and stuff like that, you're not gonna like feel the passion. You need to have like a deeper intrinsic reason why you're doing something. So that's my advice number 1. Advice number 2, work with a good coach. The amount of people that I see who like go through a prep, which is hard, regardless of the kind of coach you have. But when I mean go with a good coach, go with a coach who knows how to properly prep you, peak you, but also talk to you in the moments where you're down and you're up. I feel like Jody's really great at that because I can text her one day telling her like I feel amazing and she's super supportive of it, but she's also realistic where she'll encourage me like, yes, this is a great feeling that your mood is good, but then she'll also bring me to a place of like, but we still have work to do. I don't want you to feel so good that you stop pushing. And I think that's super important. And on the bad days when I'm not feeling good, she's like, that's okay because XYZ, I can tell you like this is normal. And she brings me back to like okay, I'm not shitty. I'm actually just like a normal person. And she also just knows my body really well. Working with the same coach over 3 years, I feel like is super important. If you're switching coaches constantly, you're gonna have to get someone to relearn your body over and over again. And so you wanna trust someone who knows what they're doing. They have proven success. Jody's one of the best Canadian bodybuilders in the fitness category, let alone like in general. Like she has a crazy amount of accolades that is like just an honor to like work with her. So for me, like working with someone you trust is number 2. Number 3 is remember that bodybuilding is not your entire life. I feel like some people get into this mindset of like, this is all I do. And like you like kind of make yourself miserable. And I think that's what has changed this year is like, yes, I'm bodybuilding, I'm a high performing athlete, I'm a pro athlete, but I'm also a person at the end of the day. So I need to have my friends, my family, my outings, my socialness. Otherwise, you just become really miserable and isolated and you kind of come really uneven. So those are my 3 pieces of advice. And that is my yapping video. Hopefully you guys stayed along for the entire thing, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.